Okay, so find this blasted game again. Great job, Bastion. Get in there. One. Mother fudge. I've never counted the milliseconds down that he sees me. What's okay, whatever. Oh, that was pretty bad. Okay, so Ryan, watch yourself, Ryan. Oh my goodness. All right, so this is a pretty intense team we're going up against. I see you, Ryan. Yeah, we got to get in there some kind of way. That Genji is stupid. He's stupid. That's stupidity. He had too much Wheaties this morning. Your chicken and your refrigerator under your bed. You can't hide from me. No, I'm not good. We just got raped by that Genji. Oh, that would be horrible. It's double the effect on your respiratory system. You just be totally out of it. You don't know how painful it is to see that stupid Genji and his like excited cries and swordplay in your face all the time. Alright, so I'm getting like dusted. How are they wiping us out every time? Every time. Leave no Sigma behind. You know, Sigma, I liked writing your little symbol in that. Can we get some good DPS that can actually... Oh, mother fudge. Yeah, we need somebody who can do some damage. Like, I get it, they're fast moving, they're really enthused about what they're... Mother fudge. really enthused about what they're doing, but since we're not putting up equal pressure, we're just getting raped.
Oh. Get spotted with that. You should punish them.
I think I'm gonna have to do the 10-minute wait and go DPS. You guys are taking way too much. There you go, Bastion. What's up? That's right, T. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You eat their peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Leave it half-eaten on their night tables.
He's low.
Oh man. That was a good. That was a good. I don't care how we did. That was a good push to last. We did really good. Bastion, man, you should have did something else. You can't Bastion in the first 3 minutes, but do something. Oh man. Oh, I mean, you mean to tell me all this time, all of this time, I've been streaming nothing? All of that epicness, all of it, all gone, all gone. Okay, so what's going here? Let's do our magic game. Oof. Okay, so embarrassingly enough, I was streaming and I forgot to set it to the right setting, or set it to capture the right video feed, and you probably saw nothing but darkness. So, darkness. Alright, so, hello. Hi guys. Does anybody play Final Fantasy VII Remake yet? Oh wait, sorry. This is my pin. This is my pin. Yes, this is mine.
Yeah, turn around, guys. Shield's going down.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
You go into that corner over there, there's a path for it. Over there.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, with the shields. Oh, come on. Ugh. Ash is sniping away.
The dudes upstairs.
I got you, Ryan. Oh, flank from Doomfist. Wow. Really got both of us with that stupid. It's shields galore. Let's Do we have a junk? Is there something we? Oh wow, that wasn't nice. I mean, we can either pummel them at like awkward angles. I'm on. Focusing, Ryan. Ash is flanking. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on.
A lot of shields.
All right. Come on, get in there, get in there. Go, 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 go.
Might be our dash. Two behind you.
Lots of junk right above. Ash is flanking. Great job. Pulse up. Press low. Dashing slow. Oh, yeah, we probably have to do that. GG's. Ah, this was mine. That was mine. Ugh. All right, so Pretty intense game. Yes, I was just been losing. So the first two games are a loss, and another game. So and like literally, Ozark. Is that even good? Oh man. Alright, so I guess Moira again. I guess I'm gonna do DPS to break it up next time. I'm Dobby! Dobby from Harry Potter, how's it going? Should I give you like a sock or something? I actually forgot the story, so it may or may not have been a sock altogether. But rather like a piece of cloth, or maybe like in a gift, I think. It was a sock. Are you kidding? Ah, GG's. Oof. Oh, it sucks. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to wait the 10 minutes that it takes to actually get into a game with DPS. We're going to discuss important things, you know, like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and Bill Cosby. Yeah, no, oh, maybe not that second one. I just remember the one episode with Bill Cosby and the sandwich and the nightmares. He's like, ah, it's like muffins everywhere and stuff. And it's like, it's because I ate that sandwich. Yeah, that horrible sandwich that was like left out on the counter or something. I was like, that's my most fondest memory of Bill Cosby. Uh, yeah. So this guy's I don't know what they do with the cameras, but I'm looking at this little ad thing, and it has like this. Oh, it's a Giphy. I'm sorry. It's this guy's neck is like large, and it's like I don't know what people do to get their necks like that. But mine doesn't do that. It's just like very thin neck for no reason. Yes, I'm not talking about anything seriously. So if you're expecting to hear something, you know, insightful views about the upcoming presidential election, you're not going to hear it from me right now. Oh, this actually the post itself is insightful. I'm talking about games and good marketing. Um, Okay, so this is gonna take a really long time. I refuse to heal people, or my team is taking more damage than they can actually pick up. Oh wow, I just saw a post about Little Shop of Horrors. Feed me some more. PlayStation 5 is very cheap. Here's what's going on. $600, 400 USD, that's retarded. So anybody who's looked at the technical specification for the PlayStation 5, I'm sorry, knows that Mother Fudge knows that definitely for the specs that they're saying, the SSD, increased memory, decreased bottlenecks across the entire board, and being able to handle GDDR5, I'm sorry, for graphics memory, it's looking to be a very fast system. Again, they mentioned like during that post that they wanted to eliminate all bottlenecks, and in doing so, make sure that masses and masses of memory gigs can be loaded into RAM instantaneously. And they also talked about that would mean, which was you could load a level in seconds rather than waiting and experiencing a loading screen. And that's very special. That's like gigs and gigs of data being loaded into RAM instantaneously, and having a fast system. So for them to say that the system's total cost is going to be, manufacturers recommended pricing is probably going to be about 400, it's pretty shifty to me. 500, definitely, or more, maybe like 550 or 599 at launch, and maybe coaxing itself over time to about maybe a 400, or having a tiered based system, much like you would have with the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 Pro. Having a tiered system built up to where you can buy to maybe more hard drive space with the SSD, and get these last weeks. You bastards, take all my anger. Get that ice shit out of here. Okay, so, and, alright, sorry, I had to concentrate there. So it doesn't make any, it just doesn't make any sense that the console system would be that cheap. I deserve that, guys. I'm sorry. I jumped right in from the other bash. We had a bashing fight, looked at each other in the eyes, and shot at each other with our cannons. Doesn't it just strikes me the wrong way. I'm not saying I'm hopeful. Definitely want a good system. Mother Fudge. Definitely Cowgirl. Definitely want a good system. Definitely want a good cheap system. I just feel that also Sony's going to have to profit off of that system, at least off the console, unless they move to a different, pricing scheme, price strategy where they would have that was just bad placement. A different price strategy where they would just have games and game subscriptions and other types of fees that they price, to the developers, percentage based off the developer output. Would probably create instances where they could have a cheaper console. Have a cheaper console. Where are you people? Motherfucker. and still make a profit off of other types of revenue coming in from all the other slimy things that they're doing. Sorry about that. I really had to concentrate on that guy moving around the map. Great cap, guys. Great cap. I mean, that was awesome. Man, Lucio Alton and freaking timing. He's still coming back from that mayoff. Okay. Great job, great job. Good push, good push, good pushing, good pushing. Keep going, keep going. Thirty seconds, half minute. Nah, you know what the heck. I waited 10 minutes. I'm gonna bash you. I'm not gonna bash in my flash run. That was just gonna be bash. Now I switched it to not effective. Really would have wished we got to the last segment. Does anybody know what the eyes are for? Okay, let's get started. One, let's go. Go on ahead with your bets. Oh, darn. Ooh. Ooh. So yeah, that was interesting. That was horrible. Horrible. One of the most horrible games ever. I probably shouldn't have done Bash without a supporting team. Well, so, uh, 8 minutes. I wonder how many people are actually playing this game for there to be an 8 minute wait time for DPS heroes. I know you obviously you only have 2 slots open, down from I guess the season that they had last time. Or when it was first abandoned. And you had to pick 222 for different types of for different categories of players. It just seems weird to me that like you want to squeeze masses and masses, possibly millions of matchmaking potentials into just two. Right? Everybody wants to be DPS, so obviously an 8 minute wait time is it's pretty lenient. It's actually pretty good for all those games taking place, but still, just they can make it one tank, 3 DPS, 2 healers. I mean, I miss playing, outside of quick play. I miss playing with like team comps like those, where you're just able to just kind of work with what you got, put out masses of DPS, and yeah, the tank will get pummeled because he has to put out a shield. But on teams where you had really good players, and I have to say this very slowly, you had very like optimistic outcomes. You had the tank, and he was being supported by like Reaper. You had other people doing meta strategies. They're just doing something else. It's not like their physical character was powerful, or strong, or advantageous in any way. But the fact that they were flanking, the fact that they were making strategic moves, just being tactile against the enemy, was the strategy, was the meta strategy that overcame their character's limitations. Yes, it can be argued that most of the people you meet up on Overwatch actually suck. Bless their hearts. Um, I'm gonna sound like a horrible person until you play Overwatch, and then you're gonna be really like you're gonna end the game. And it's gonna be like, what was my team doing? So it's maybe not that they suck, but when you're in the game and they're not doing nothing, um, you're gonna say the same thing. You're gonna come to the realization that your team is crappy. Um, your team is not performing well. Your team is not getting there. They're not crossing the finish line. They're not killing the bird to make soup. They're almost catching the bird. Um, so yeah. So in short, they suck. It is what it is. Um, so uh, I just miss comps like this. I'm used to playing a game and having the flexibility to choose whatever is available, whatever category of players are available, whatever classes are available, and really working that comp. And sometimes, on the off chance, finding comps compositions that are just like awesome. They're just it's just that one cheesy, absurdly cancerous comp, comp that nobody can defeat for the simple fact that nobody is prepared for it, nobody's strategized against it. So I get that from most of Blizzard's games where they have serious, balancing and they attempt to control the meta balance, which is like you balance a game and then the player learns from the tools that you give them how a completely different game style that is the way that you balance your game. So the players, they have their meta balance, and of course it changes the outcome, how you perceive the players would play the game based off of the tools and powers or whatever that you've given them. So Blizzard is big on balancing. So obviously in StarCraft, meta gameplay is a big thing. It's a huge thing. And here on Overwatch, it's also pretty huge. But it feels like it feels like every time I come up against um, every time I come up against an insanely good strategy that works and it catches on and spreads like wildfire in the Overwatch community, Blizzard comes out with another patch that patches that person and nerfs them or adjusts everybody else to compensate for the strategy. So the problem with that, I believe, is that I'm used to games like Counter Strike, very skill based games where some players move to the top of the leaderboards because they're skilled, they're genuinely skillful, whatever it is, whatever they have in them. Whether it is maybe they have an expert ability to kind of figure out things in this game and be really divergent, be really creative with coming up with strategies. Game started, yes, or maybe they just have really fast hand-eye coordination and very good fast decision making. Um, I'm used to those players being at the top of the leaderboards, and you cannot defeat them because of their insane God-given ability. So unfortunately, what Blizzard likes to do though is to force a particular type of gameplay, which I don't like the way they do that. So they monitor the way that the game is played from their players and rebalance all of the characters based off of, I guess, the projected, we'll call it a threat level of each individual character that character is played. And they call this balancing. And I mean, to them, maybe they have some metrics. Motherfucker, you picked Bastion. Maybe they have some metrics on determining whether or not the balancing is successful. But it just seems to me that I come up with like good strategies for characters, and then the strategy is made null and void by, say, a 14% decrease in damage of an ability that, say, Symmetra has. Like her ball will be like less effective. So I don't like it. I don't like that. It's like you're creating an equal playing field by removing the effectiveness of very skilled players. And that, to me, that, you know, that sucks. The game is still fun because it's a Blizzard title, but still, you know, I mean, survival of the fittest. If Jack was born with longer legs, let him run fast and let him run without using any energy because his stride is friggin' Junkrat flank. His stride is simply, you know, wider than everyone else's. I'm sorry, everyone else. Jack has a bit longer stride. So I've always hated that. You know, I don't mind getting beaten by somebody who's just more talented at games, more talented at a particular game. And it makes it fun because there's a little bit of anxiety created. Got it. I mean, the dog got him. Whoops, so close. Good job, Ashton. There's a little bit of anxiety created when you have to go up against those players, but it's also a very good. It's also a very good type of anxiety. That's like, oh my god, we're about to face this guy. He's like the best at what he does. And if you beat him, yes, you beat that guy. Great job, guys. I don't know what it is, but these guys are getting beaten. Did you just single me? Ah. He went out of his way. Out of his. Oh no, okay, never mind. Please defend. Do good work out there, Ryan. Alright, so. Oof, oof, oof. Got somebody. Great. Hold. Great job, guys. That was close. Alright, incoming? Whew. So yeah, so that whole rant was just, I like a challenge, and I like the fact that there are people who are known for what they do. You know, equality for all, yes, but you know, it becomes hindering if you have to limit someone else to make someone else look better. You know. you can definitely give the one who doesn't have as much skill more opportunity, but I mean, it's it's kind of weird. That's right, Anna. You hit that garbage can. You hit that garbage can. And yeah, it does get pretty complicated. Just thinking about it a little bit further here, you don't want the strategy to get out and all the players start to zero in on that one character because of that one exploit. Got him. Tanks down. So there are definitely some legitimate concerns. Great job. Good job. I don't know. So I mean, it's like it's a legitimate concern on all fronts. Um, okay, so what did I make it for percent utilization? I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay. So I'm pretty sure everybody has, you know, a character in Overwatch that was rebalanced for a particular season and they lost a competitive edge. So, you can just take my complaints with um, with a grain of salt as one of millions of players um, who experience a sudden rebalance and just suddenly are not able to compete the way that they've done before. And again, still still recognizing that Overwatch is a game played where you have to switch your team composition according to the game, to counter the other team, to reconfigure your current comp and to better um, to better face off another team. So yeah. Um, so that was that, and I just paid Sony another. I think I should probably say. Am I using? Okay, so that's tonight. Okay, so this time I picked a tank or DPS. Hopefully, get a less time that I would be sitting here and just like waiting and chatting about nothing. So we talked about selling PlayStation 5. We talked about just being in uh, being in a game that rebalances and other games that rebalance when do rebalancing based off of the game community, which is it's a totally legitimate science. So gameplay development is motherfucking. Gameplay development is a big part. There's a position specifically for gameplay, gameplay programming, and you know, game design, level design, and so forth and so on, that really seeks to balance out how players are able to achieve particular player actions and how players are able to achieve um, game directives, you know, game um, uh, you know, objectives, I should say. So, you know, it's definitely a thing, but, you know, it does inevitably leave some players feeling left out as you make changes to the game. So, I'm going to see Mother Fudging Orisa. Orisa! Get right into this. I'm not gonna let him get. Where you guys coming? Where you guys coming? Left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right. Oh man. Yeah, so that Zarya, painful shields charging up her weapon. Charging up her attack. Great job. I just see a whole bunch of kills. Really tackling them and getting them while they come in. Makes this slow. Oh wait. Yeah, never mind. Come on, get in. Really fudge. Great job, great job. Reset. You're just gonna run inside? Are you pooping up for a last push? 41 seconds left. Great job. Tank down. They're coming in. Oh my goodness. Keep holding. Help is coming, help is coming. So close.
You're burned all the time though. And not have kills again.
Ryan is top left. All set. I have ult. Reset. Ash is inside. Ash is moving to the right side, left side, left side. Whole team is bottom left. Great takedown.
Where's the ball? Help me, help me, help me, help me, help me.
Jump right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Man, that's a good thing. Very responsive, etc. All in things that are good. All the other things is a good attribute for this team. It would appear that I was lucky in picking this team. I like this team. It makes me feel good inside.
Monkey, if you throw a bubble right behind the truck, the white van, we can teleport right to there. be fine to the right. I'll be to the right. Not at all.
To the right, sorry. Other right, sorry.
Come this truck. Come this truck, dude. Alright, never mind.
Great job, Samantha.
Come on, you're doing me on the left side.
Well, I might not be okay.
Right.
Really? Already?
Come on, I'm ready.
Did they just like lose? Just
Yeah, they didn't weren't even want me to point.
oh man, so that's fun. Let's see. I've got a loot box. Ooh, yes. Awesome. What's the timing? I'm actually gonna switch to game titles now. I'm not gonna do StarCraft. So let's see what my Steam directory has for me. Yes. Yeah. I could do Grand Theft Auto, but my Grand Theft Auto habits make me seem like a bad person.